All right, what up? It's Ruben from TG, and in today's video, I want to show you this potential CAVA explosive setup that you can possibly take. All right. Let's take a look at. But before I get to that, actually, let's take a look at the wins for today. All right. So the market is at all-time highs at the moment, and it's getting to a point where the ranges are very, very tight and moves. There's not a lot of risk to reward ratio on a lot of opportunities, a lot of tickers. All right. So here's what we ended up doing. We opened these positions, I believe yesterday, and so we had four, which we closed at 0.25%. SMCI was a loss of 4% today. From when we opened it, Peloton was a loss of 1.75%. These are all shares. Upstart was an 8% return. TMDX was a 9.56% return. Grab was a 3.57% return. So good equity trade setups. And then also we took Lily for options, which they both hit about 27, 30%. So both of the trades could have been a total of like 60% ROI, but both trades I got stopped out at break even. I was actually looking for a bigger move than expected. All right, so the main goal is always to look for setups that have good risk to reward ratio. Okay, it's not always about win rate. It's about the risk to reward ratio, and I'm going to show you CAVA that has from where it's currently at to the price target that I have for the quarter before earnings has about a 1 to 8 risk reward ratio. Okay, you risk $1 to make $8. That's really, really good. All right, so let's see where we're at here. Okay, so I'm going to show you the setup, and then I'm going to explain to you what we're going to do inside TG Hero, okay? How we're going to execute the trade, how we're going to enter, potentially exit, and we'll always monitor it anyways. So if you want to have real-time updates, I'll put a link in the description for you to join the private Telegram group in the description box, all right? So here's the setup. Very simple. We have these levels that Gextron has given to us. Okay, Gextron is my tool that grabs all the option data in every single execution that's coming in, and it's recalculating future support and resistance levels based on the option premium. And then also it tells me what the price target is for a specific expiration date. Okay, so here we have 84. And Gextron is telling me that if we get above 84 as of right now, in today's market, with the current option pricing, CAVA will be bullish, okay? But it needs to sustain above 84. And so if it does, we're just going to take it all the way to 90. Now, in here we have you'll see here that it says MR. That's my labeling saying this is the biggest level of resistance that Gextron is telling me. So if we get to 90 or we get close to it, I'm probably going to start shaving a lot of my position off so I can capture some of that profit. And I will leave my runners to capture the ideal price target, which is 95.66. Okay, and so that's a very specific area. Okay, but this is what Gextron is calculating based on implied volatility in the current option pricing that is available for CAVA, but before or to the closest expiration before earnings. Okay, so that's how it's doing that. And so that's the setup, right? Now, do I think that this is going to be a good long-term opportunity? Oh, you hear the thunder? That's loud. Do I think this is going to be a good long opportunity? Not right now. Do I like the food better than Chipotle? Of course. But do I think it's going to be a good long-term opportunity? I don't think so. Not right now. CAVA right now, you can see here that actually let me just get this. Let's go back to Skeledraw here. CAVA actually has flat growth for the next couple quarters. Okay, so right here you can see this is flat. This one will have a slight increase, but then it goes down. Okay, and so this is going to affect the future of the future pricing of CAVA. So do I think that this is a good long-term hold? No. Maybe when we get to this level, then we can go for some growth. But for the meantime, I'm just trading to get to this point right here, 95. That's the trade. From 83 to 95. That's the ideal price target. And so that gives us about a, let me change the color here. That gives us about a 1 to 8 point, I think it was like 6.5 RVR. And that's what you want to focus on. Keep your position size tight, consistent, and focus on RVR. All right. That's the trade setup. There's really nothing else. It's a short video. Hopefully this was helpful. If you want to get similar results like this, if you want to be able to also trade stocks and options like this, I'll put a couple links in the description box. Check it out. I will see you later. Peace.